Hello everyone and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Peace be to you, my friends. Self-Exploitation in Neoliberalism. Today I'm going to talk about ideas that have been discussed by the philosopher Byung-Chul Han in his books The Burnout Society and Psychopolitics. Kind of two different things, but they speak about the same topic in general. If you haven't read them or heard of them, check them out. So basically, Byung-Chul Han argues that we have moved from a disciplinary society into an achievement-based society, where the main factor of you should do this, you should do that, of discipline and punishment have turned into you can do this, you can do that, I can. You may say, well, isn't that better? Moving from should to can? Well, no, here's why. Because when you say you can, this makes a shift from external oppression into internal oppression. We put pressure upon ourselves for optimization, for achievement and performance. So instead of the pressure just coming from outside, now it's coming from within us. In other words, the system, neoliberalism, has infiltrated our minds and is in control of our psyches. Instead of just working from outside of us, it is now working from within us. So it's crazy what's happening right now. And the results of this movement from the individual being a disciplinary subject into the individual being a achievement subject. The result of this is ADHD, hyperactivity, depression, other mental disorders, and burnout. Most people in this day of age in the world are burnt out. Not just because of external oppression, but because of their own self. They are putting the pressure on themselves to perform, to optimize themselves, to improve, to achieve. And so it sounds so good. Yes, be the best version of yourself. You can. You have the power. It sounds good because it's positivity, but it can be toxic positivity or violent positivity. This positivity is taking aggression, is being aggressive on individuals on a subjective level. That's the main message from what I've gathered from these two books. And I think it's true. You look around, everybody has some type of mental problem. And it's widespread, it's not just a minority. And the thing is, we're so blinded by this positivity. We think it's good. We think it's, yes, we can. But instead, we're just pressuring ourselves to achieve, to optimize, to perform. So it's negative. It's the disciplinary oppression of the past hasn't went away. There's just an additional layer of oppression, but now it's coming from inside of us. And this is also due to the technologies that are present in our day. We're not just consuming information, we're consuming also entertainment and the many different products and things. So there's a lot of empty consumerism nowadays. And this is all due to the fact that we are under the spell, hypnotized by neoliberalism. Compete, perform, and capitalism, of course. Achieve, more, become. No time for contemplation, no time for stillness, for silence, for reflection, for critical thinking. No time for all that. You're fed garbage all throughout the day and you are expected to perform better than everybody else. You have to be the top dog. Because if you're not, then you are a loser. You will just be depressed. You will just be burnt out. You will be a nobody. That is what neoliberalism has done, and where we are at now as a society. Well, that's my message for you today. Thank you for listening. I also have 2 fiction books that are available and a coaching service that I provide. And if you're interested, or if you value my daily videos, please consider supporting me on PayPal or Patreon. Your support is greatly appreciated. I cannot do this without any support. Thank you for listening. All of that information for everything is in the description box below. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time. Peace.